Editor's note, I feel bad for this dude and don't think he should have been banned. If anything comes off differently in the video as I'm reading his story, it's because of my natural skepticism of the Pokemon community. This is a video of support. Shenanigans in the competitive Pokemon community. I was just banned for 6 months for targeted harassment. I'll be honest, not exactly doing great right now. I've poured a lot of time and money into this game over the past year, and to have all of that torn away for something so subjective hurts a lot. So what happened? How's all this breaking down? Is he guilty? Is he innocent? Let's find out. I know that this happened because of my tweet calling out a certain player for cheating. Wait a second, Pokemon Company's banning the people for calling out cheating and not cheaters? I mean, that would track, but let's see if it goes deeper. I was wrong to make the claims I did, without evidence, and I guess I haven't seen the original. I think it'd be hard to find. What in the world? So the original just got deleted, and then like this is just here on his profile, so I cannot refresh this under any circumstance to find out what happened. So yeah, things are getting really weird. Deleted most of these claims within 24 hours and the entire tweet later. Like, what was their evidence? Should this be something that's allowed for, like, concern? Because I've seen a lot of this. This is how TCG cheaters have been caught in the past, or at least people are put on the radar. Because you look up a lot of cheating, and that's the same person like, oh yeah, this guy, watch out for him. Or I saw this guy at a tournament. He should be banned already. So, I don't know. I made a vague apology before Baltimore Regional, so all of this happened recently, which is weird, because sometimes a Pokemon Company is, like, immediate to a ban or a response or a player, like, punishment. And then other times, like with Gavin Michaels, they take longer than they should. So I'm going to be clear here. Sorry for being unprofessional. I apologize to anyone I hurt or offended with my claims. That said, the tweet did not break Play Pokemon standard of conduct, which has a lot of interpretation to it. Yeah, there was not targeted harassment. It was my misguided sense of justice trying to make the community a better place. So you can't win in the Pokemon community. Again, this person like had something he believed was a correct cheating call. Maybe he should have had more evidence. Maybe it was done in not the best kind of way. But if the dude is cheating, that is something that the community needs to be aware of for future judges, future players, and then future events. Unless there's history between these people and you can tell he's actually like trying to be dishonest or lie about it, or he continues to like keep on pressing about the same thing without evidence, then that's targeted harassment. So yeah, my misguided sense of justice trying to make the community a better place. I messed up, not going to pretend I didn't, but to ban someone for calling out for cheating is insane. Let's put me aside for a second. This sets an incredibly poor precedent for freedom of speech and keeping players accountable in the community. Well, I mean, player accountability is already shot because all they do is praise Tord, who's a proven cheater, and Wolfie, who's a proven cheater. Michael Pramwat, countless regional champions. Accountability is kind of weird, and then also people cheating on stream and then not getting punished. But the problem is, like, there's a big misconception about freedom of speech. The Constitution applies to the government, not private entities like the Pokemon Company. That said, I also don't understand why this happened to me. Why am I the only one being banned for something like this? And that is honestly a big thing, because like I said, you just go on Twitter and there's a lot of cheating accusations. I'm far from the only person who has made claims about other players on this app. Far from a problematic player, I try to be as positive as I can, both in person and online. Slip-ups are a rare occurrence. I don't understand why this is happening. Some of you find me mad annoying, and frankly, that doesn't matter right now. Also, yeah, like, the amount of people that have harassed me, that I've also reported to the Pokemon Company that have had nothing happen to them, that are, like, prominent VGC players, or just even, like, nobody VGC players. Like, hey, here's a list of them, here's their tweet. Much more serious harassment usually leads to nothing, and there's also a lot of, like, beefing and fighting. Who's that one dude? Nails. Nails doxed Wolf Glick, and nothing happened. So, yeah, this is what I mean, where it's like, okay, what is the Pokemon Company doing? Because I'm happy to see punishments being handed out, but it's just so inconsistent and so corrupt when it comes to anything from the Pokemon Company. So that doesn't matter. Something that affects all of you. VGC, TCG, Go, whatever. It's a precedent you want to see set by Pokemon. If not, speak up, send in support tickets. Fight this insane decision. That's not how the support tickets don't work to have someone else get unbanned, and that could also be interpreted bad, which is maybe why this got deleted, but who even knows. I'll end on a more personal note. Don't have a lot going for me outside of Pokemon. I don't care. I don't exactly have a great personality. Who knows? I'm not attractive. Jesus. Okay, well, now we have average Pokemon player and how this goes. School's been pretty rough over the last few years. Also, serious note, that's not bad. That's like better half of people at Pokemon events. The bigger problem with people in the Pokemon community is self-confidence. But if you think you're unattractive and then don't have good self-confidence, an event like this isn't going to be great for the mental health. That's not good. I had flights booked. That money's probably going down the drain over a single tweet, and that hurts this person more than the person I was calling out. Exactly. Like, even if it's a non-evidence, incidental accusation or cheating accusation, like, that's not going to harm the person, especially if, like, it gets deleted or apologized for or nothing ends up coming of it. Like, dang, like, what happened? So it cost me one of the few things keeping me going. Christ. This is why social media is a bad thing, and you need to be weary of where you put your investment and energy and what communities you associate yourself with so you don't mentally destroy yourself. But, like, it's one of those things where it's kind of going back and forth for me where I'm like, yeah, whatever, alright, this dude, he's innocent, but kind of weird, but also, like, now this is just, like, down bad. Whoever made this decision, if you're seeing this, I'm begging you, reconsider. I'm not hopeful about the situation, but I don't want to give up quite yet. That's sincerity. That is a person who did not try to target harass anyone, that has done, like, the least harassing interactions in this godforsaken toxic community. And when someone is down this bad, coming off weird, I completely forgive all of that. I just want to kind of, like, give my reaction about this, because you never know when it comes to the Pokemon community, where it's just like, the default is it's a bad person until proven otherwise. This is not a bad dude. I saw those posts, and to ban someone over them is insane. It's really disturbing. It shows how some groups of players really do get preferential treatment. Who's been talking about that for over a decade? Is the Pokemon community finally waking up? This affects everyone. VGC, TCG, and Go. Blatant cheaters continue to play the game, so there's others. And the whole community knows there's others. And when we see all these, like, it's also top players. All the top players are friends. They're in with the Pokemon company, so it's just a cheating cabal of corruption, in my opinion. And I have to be careful about how I phrase this. It appears that Pokemon company employees are friends with the competitors. And by giving them advantageous preferential treatment, it gives them a higher chance of winning tournaments that have cash prize money. It almost feels like money laundering. Especially when Wolf Glick wins a world championship with a hacked team and was allowed to compete with cheated illegal Pokemon before then, and then is just continuing to play and continuing to get features. Do want to make it clear that I'm not 100% sure that it was that player that pulled the strings to get me banned or whatever. I mean, if it's just like one tweet, and maybe he's in, and, you know, we don't know, like, who he was alluding to. I mean, it's very likely with how corrupt the Pokemon company is, but if you're trying to get unbanned, you gotta play it like that. But when it comes to the Pokemon company, Scott Glaza coerced judges of an unofficial Pokemon tournament at PAX to force a loss against me. And with some other coverage that's come out recently about their job positions, yeah, it's all bad people. The Pokemon company is lost. A different group of players threatened to mass report me and get me banned because they dislike me. Also, yeah, he says, like, he's unlikable and people don't like him, but still. And then they use this as an excuse, and then replies, and then it's gone. Either way, I hope he gets unbanned. Also, like, if people don't like him and are harassing me, and he can, like, identify groups of people that are trying to brigade him or work together to get him banned, those players need to be reported, and they're the ones that need a more severe punishment. Like, get out of here for a year. Like, don't harass. That's actual harassment. Pokemon Company is horrible.